And one of those miracles, I would like to invite one of the parents, Mr. Nelson, to share just a brief story about Ayu, one of our students. She's getting ready to play a short piece for us on the piano.
This really is a season of miracles, and we just want to share a genuine miracle. And when you really think about it, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. And even with all the video, the documentation from the hospital, all of the doctors, they go, that's impossible. Well, that's what God does. And tomorrow is 12/12, December the 12th. 12 years ago on 12/12, Ayu left the hospital after being there 144 days as a preemie baby in NICU. She was born at 23 weeks and 1 pound. She had a 5% chance of living. And if she did live, the doctor said that she would have permanent brain damage. Well, the reason I knew about the brain damage was because a baby's brain does not develop in the womb until week 26. Ayu was born at week 23, 1 pound. So there was an empty vacuum in her skull, in her cavity. The reason I knew that beforehand is because a year before Ayu was born, her sister Aditya was born at 23 weeks, at 1 pound, exactly a year before, but she only lived 16 days. In fact, she passed away in my arms because on day 15, blood accumulated in her brain and it stopped talking to the rest of the body, so she passed away on day 16. So when Ayu was born with the exact same scenario, in fact, Aditya was buried on July 23rd, a Saturday. On July 22nd, a Saturday the next year, Ayu was born. And it's just an amazing story, but we just want you to be a part of our miracle, because tomorrow it'll have been 12 years. And the day she came home from the hospital, that night, her 2 older sisters in high school sang at the Christmas presentation of their high school, and the message was Night of Miracles. And it really was. And I know some of you have already seen her the documentary and things of that nature. I'll just share one more thing. There's so many parts to this. We don't have time for it now. But last October, we flew back to California to the hospital. And it was the 45th anniversary of the NICU unit. In 45 years, there's 21,000 successful births of that hospital. Ayu got an award for being the youngest and the smallest in 45 years to survive. So now I can only imagine the pressure I've now placed on my daughter. I'm so sorry, honey. In fact, you're going to have to move the music up so she can see it, I think. But we just want to share with our miracle because God has given her a brilliant mind. And so the miracle's Jesus.